Hey psychology lovers, it's Dr. Wright, and today on my video I'm going to talk a little bit about something that is a personal interest of mine, and also I had my students write a paper where they summarized 3 different primary sources, and one of the examples that I gave them was a paper that I had written about this topic that interests me because I've experienced it a lot, which is sexism in online video game play. So if you are someone who plays online video games, so you play, you go online and play either things like Xbox games, or you play games on your phone, if you can be recognized as an individual player, so for example, you have a screen name or you have an avatar or things like that, a lot of times people, women especially, when they're playing these games, might actually change their username or change their avatar, or not change it, but so much like put something completely that it doesn't either indicate their sex or that indicates that they are male. So I have been playing a online it's a war game that my husband plays, and I started playing just because he said it was fun, and I was like, all right, I'll try it out. So one thing that I did notice is that there were some people that as soon as I started playing were like, oh, are you a woman? Like, why are you playing this game? Is it because your husband plays? Is it because your boyfriend plays? And so it was automatically assumed that like the reason I was there was because I was playing with my significant other, which at the time was true. I actually continue to play, and I don't play on the same team as my husband anymore. We play on totally different teams, all that sort of stuff. But it's just interesting that that's the assumption, is that women are in online video games for not because they're interested in playing them, even though almost 50% of online gamers are female. And it's assumed that they're there because, either because their significant other plays or because they are looking for a significant other. There's been lots of research that shows that men ask questions all the time of like, oh, are you here looking for, a guy that plays the game as well? And it's like, or maybe I'm just here to play the game. There was also assumptions based upon the research that I reviewed for this paper. There's assumptions that women who play games are more likely to not be as good at the game, and to not be as powerful at the game. And there's also men who have played for longer or at a higher rank tend to be openly sexually hostile towards women who play games with them. So, for example, they might, ask them to send them pictures of them, or comment on how they look, how their avatar looks, what their name is, make sexually lewd comments about them. I've had I've had people ask me like, I want to see what you look like. Send me your Instagram handle. And I'm just like, no, like, I'm not here to, show people what I look like. I'm here to play a game and be assessed based upon my merits for playing the game, not what I look like. So, but regardless, some of the people that play on my team have actually found me on Instagram and have made comments of like, oh, did you know that Liz looks like this, and blah, blah. And I'm just like, what does it matter? Are we finding your Instagram handle and like commenting on what you look like? No. So there is definitely sexism in online gameplay. Women who play online video games are assumed to be less capable, and that they are playing the game for reasons other than simply to play the game. They get asked questions that men who are playing the game don't. For example, what do you look like? How, big are your breasts? All that sort of stuff. Yes, these things actually happen. So, if you are a woman who plays video games, keep these things in mind. It is definitely something that you might experience. And even if you remind people, like, hey, I don't ask men about this, one of the things that unfortunately they'll say to you is, well, you can. No, I don't want to. I don't care. And if you're a guy that plays video games, do the women that you're playing with a favor, and just play the video game. Don't ask them what they look like or anything like that. Just play with them like they are your other average player. But like I said, there are a lot of women who play video games who refuse to let people know that they are a woman because of the fact that they have been harassed. And a lot of times when I participate in conversations and people say, people call me bro, and I'm like, that's fine. You can call me bro. Because that means that you're assuming that I'm male and that you're not going to ask me for, my Instagram handle or any of that sort of stuff. So, but yeah, there's definitely sexism, especially in a highly competitive and male-dominated type video games such as war video games.